we were talking about how I was the youngest, and I was babied, I guess. And you guys have multiple siblings, and we both mentioned that the youngest gets babied. Is there anything else y'all noticed from the oldest to the youngest?
For me and my family, the boy got away with everything because he was the only boy.
Okay.
I don't know if Nghia felt anything similar, but he could do no wrong for sure. Like they put everything, like they invested so much into him. Like honestly, I think all of my sisters, we all left college with student debt, except for my brother. They paid out of pocket for him. They're like, you're set up. So
Is he the oldest?
no, he's the second oldest. But I feel like at least my parents or all the aunts and uncles in my family, they cherish the boys in the family.
Wait, that's a Viet thing too?
It's an all
I think it's
Asian
an
thing.
Asian thing.
Indian
Yeah.
thing.
Asian thing.
All Asian.
Filipino people
thing.
like that too? I know Indian people like that. And like a lot of
Korean.
Middle Eastern people like that too, in general. Korean, Chinese.
I don't know about Japanese. I don't see enough of them.
What about you? Were you given
Fuck no,
everything like
Hell
Nicole
no.
said?
First of all, my mom and dad are like, immigrated from Vietnam. They're not like wealthy or anything like that. My mom was a janitor and my dad was like a bus driver assistant. So they didn't have like, a lot to give me and stuff like that. And growing up, I got my ass beat by my parents, and I got my ass beat by my older sisters. I was getting my ass beat by everybody, bro. Nothing was handed to me. Only thing was handed was these fists, bro. That's the only thing handed to me, dog. Shit.
Are you okay?
You want to talk about this, bro? This man woke up like this. Get away from me.
Yo, they would do the thing where my sisters, they would do a thing where they like fucking Dutch oven me. And I'm just be like, they're watching cartoons and shit, and then they would throw the blanket over and shit, like just like stuff like that. That happened like throughout middle school and shit. And then they were like 18, they moved out. But like high school and like part of college, I started getting like better treatment, not better treatment, but they started to like take care of me and all that stuff, like older sisters do and shit. But growing up, though, hell no, there's nothing given to me, dog.
That's so funny that you said that like as like girls Dutch oven you.
Dude, no reason, bro. I was just fucking, I was no reason. I was just chilling, bro. Damn.
You're just watching
I was
cartoons.
fucking watching cartoons.
This bowl of
How am I
cereal.
gonna fuck his day up right now, dog? That's all I did.
Oh my god. Did you ever do anything to your brother?
No, oh my gosh, no. If anything, our brother would chase us around the house with a butcher knife. And my oldest sister, so we'd be like 5, 6 years old. And my older sister was in high school, and so we'd be screaming for help, and she just opened her door and be like, shut up! Meanwhile, we're just being chased around with a knife, and we're like, we're gonna die. I don't know.
What the heck is this?
We were bad kids. There were just too many of us, honestly, like too close in age. And so obviously growing up, we would play with each other a lot, but at the same time would hate each other. Because like I really don't think that me and my siblings got close until we graduated high school and we all went to different colleges.
What about you, Christian?
No, I did not get any special treatment. If anything, I got more. They were more strict with me. Nothing was ever handed to me.
Do you think there's a particular reason why?
It's just like I'm the baby boy. Like they're just really careful with me. Like didn't really. I was not like nobody in my family was spoiled. Like just like Nghia, like my parent, we were there. I'm considered. Well, I was born in the Philippines, so I would consider myself first generation. And my parents left behind like all their careers, and they came here. They're like babysitters and drivers. So like growing up, we were really poor. So I don't even think they had an opportunity to spoil us anyway.
And also,
But-
like being the youngest, I think there's more eyes on you. Like,
Yeah.
like there's just all like especially I was the youngest and I was the only boy, so like they were kind of like banking on me to like fucking bring in the bread and shit or something, like the golden boy or some shit. So there's like all the eyes on you. My sisters, like they're like older too, and then they're like trying to like get me to do better in school and all that shit. So like just a close watch them like from everybody and shit. So
Yeah, I think I would definitely agree that, like, growing up, like, we didn't have much, but my parents would always help us, like, get like, hand-me-down cars, like, when we were in high school. But the youngest, like, my younger sister, Nam, she got a job probably, like, we all had jobs in high school, but she was probably the youngest when she got her first job. And she bought her own, like, laptop, car. And I was like, you bought your own car? Like, luckily, like, I was very fortunate my parents would, like, help us. But she, like, had to raise, like, thousands of dollars on her own just to get her own car or, like, earn her, or, like, do everything on her own. So they were like the easiest on her, but they really let her kind of grow up faster. I
Wait,
feel like.
what was her job?
She worked at IHOP when she was like 15. Definitely getting paid under the table. She was definitely too young to be a server there.
Yo, IHOP?
IHOP.
was just
She was
there
making a lot of
yesterday.
money though.
Just serving them pancakes, sucker.
Yes, a lot of pancakes.
Question. At JMU, did y'all used to go to the what was it? Wednesday night half off?
Heck
D
yeah.
Hall?
No.
IHOP,
Oh,
right?
no.
No, so like at the hype at JMU, every Wednesday night it was half off for college students. You never went?
I didn't know.
Dude.
Oh man, I was a regular.
Every Wednesday,
Going?
pancakes.
Then did you know about that, Nicole? Do you want one, Nicole?
Oh no, I'm okay, thank you.
Okay. Next question.
Next question. Oh damn, we were talking about our young, being young, huh? Well, next question is, you guys have a lot of sisters in your family, all three of you guys. Do you notice any differences between your family dynamics or how you guys are as people versus other families that either are single family childs or only children or households that have mainly guys in them? Is there any difference you think?
Yeah, I think if you're an only child, you're definitely. I feel like personally you would be spoiled more. 'Cause like, if you have parents, you only have to take care of one kid. You're not gonna you gotta pamper them and spoil them and all that shit. When you have like a multi-child like household, kind of like I guess you kind of blend in with the pack, right? So it's like no one kid is like getting super special treatment and stuff like that. So it kind of like all blends in and shit. But it's different from like a single childhood household. For my opinion, that's what I think. But it could be different.
Do you think that affects how people are when they grow up, essentially?
Yeah. So like I had to do a lot of shit like independently. Like I had to so my mom worked 2 to 10, and my dad they separated. So I had to like learn how to like make food at 6. How to do my own homework. Nobody was helping me and shit. So like I had to like learn on the fly and shit. Like I just didn't have enough attention on me, I guess. So I feel like when you're in a single child household, you get all the attention. I feel like so. That's my take.
In what aspect? What do you mean? Like, what difference? What do you mean? Versus an only child and a child that had a bunch of siblings.
Okay, so based off of your friends or other families that you see that might have one sibling in it or one child in it, or like you mentioned, you had all older sisters. So if they just had a household of 4 boys, 1 girl, or 3 boys, 1 girl, or 2 boys, 1 girl versus all girls, is there a difference, you think? And if there is a difference, how do you think it affected you?
I feel like from a social aspect with having, for me at least, like having 4 sisters, it definitely helped me. How do you say this? Like from a social aspect, I'm a lot more sociable because let's say you're like a single child, you don't really have as many people to talk to, right? You don't have many people to learn from. They also helped me like, I would pretty much mimic everything that they did from a style perspective. In school, like they were all really good in school. They all have really good style. Like they have, they're really successful. So I felt like they pushed me to like live up to their level. Mm-hmm. And if I was an only child, I wouldn't have that like standard to kind of try to reach.
So it made you more driven, you think, being in a household?
I think
Okay, that's good. What about you, Nicole?
Yeah, I don't know. I think about it like kind of taking both points that they're talking about. Like, if I was an only child, I think my parents growing up, their parenting style was very hands off. So if I was alone, I think if I was an only child, I'd be even more alone because I wouldn't have my siblings to learn and grow from. And I feel like extremely grateful to have the sisters that I do because I know I'm in a very specific situation where my sisters are my best friends. And so if I think about it, if I had only brothers, I don't know if I'd be as close to my siblings because I love my brother, but like I tell my sisters things I would never tell my brother. Mm-hmm. And sometimes tell my sisters things I don't even tell my friends because like they're like the closest people in my life. Mm-hmm. And so I think if I grew up alone, like I just don't know who I would lean on, truthfully. Like I would just have to lean more on my friends because I wouldn't go to my parents. So it's very interesting to think about.